Mark Twain, also known by the name Samuel Langhorne Clemens, was an American writer, lecturer, publisher, and an entrepreneur. Today in this video we are going to look at some famous quotes of Mark Twain. At first we have the love quotes by Mark Twain. Never allow someone to be your priority while allowing yourself to be their option. That means you should never give someone your attention while giving yourself to be their focus. To get the full value of joy, you must have someone to divide it with. It means you need a partner to share happiness with in order to experience its value. When you fish for love, bait with your heart, not your brain. That is, use your emotions, not your head as your bait looking for love. Love is not a product of reasonings and statistics. It just comes none knows whence and cannot explain itself. Means love is not the result of logic and data. No one can explain where it comes from, it just does. Love is a madness. If thwarted, it develops fast. Means love is a mania that grows quickly if prevented. After all these years, I see that I was mistaken about even the beginning. It is better to live outside the garden with her than inside it without her. Life quotes by Mark Twain. Don't go around saying the world owes you a living. The world owes you nothing. It was here first. It means saying that the world owes you a living is not appropriate. Nothing owes you from the world that was here initially. Don't part with your illusions. When they are gone, you may still exist, but you have ceased to live. Means that keep your delusion intact. Even if you are still around after they are gone, you are no longer alive. Always acknowledge a fault. This will throw those in authority off their guard and give you an opportunity to commit more. That is, always admit your mistake. This will charge off guard and allow you to make extra mistakes. Sanity and happiness are an impossible combination. Means they both can never go together. Everyone is a moon and has a dark side which he never shows to anybody. That means every person, like the moon, has a dark side that they never reveal to anyone. The two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. Anger is an acid that can do more harm to the vessel in which it is stored than to anything on which it is poured. It means anger is like an acid which can be more harmful for the container it is stored in rather than the object it is poured onto. Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience. This is the ideal life. That means the ideal life has good literature, good friends, and a yawning conscience. It were not best that we should all think alike. It is difference of opinion that makes horse races. Means it would not be best if all shared the same opinions. Disagreement is what give rise to horse races. I must have a prodigious quantity of mind. It takes me as much as a week sometimes to make it up. Means it must take me a huge amount of mental capacity because it can often take a week to recover. Each person is born to one possession which outvalues all his others his last breath. That means the most valuable property a person may have is their final breath, which they are born with. Kindness is a language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. Means both deaf and blind can understand the language of kindness. Mark Twain quotes on education. The man who does not read has no advantage over the man who cannot read. Means The man who cannot read does not have any advantage over the man who can. Books are for people who wish they were somewhere else. It means people who desire to be somewhere else should read books. I have never let my schooling interfere with my education. That means I have never let going to school get in the way of learning. If you don't read the newspaper, you're uninformed. If you read the newspaper, you're misinformed. Means, if you don't read the newspaper, you're in the dark. If you do, you're in the dark as well. Education consists mainly of what we have unlearned. It means what we don't know is primarily what education consists of. Training is everything. The peach was once a bitter almond. Cauliflower is nothing but cabbage with a college education. That is, the key is training. The cauliflower is nothing more than cabbage with a college degree, just the peach was once a bitter nut. In the first place, God made idiots. This was for practice. Then he made school boards. That means, first and foremost, God created fools. This was only a test. Afterwards, he creates school boards. Education, the path from cocky ignorance to miserable uncertainty, means the road to terrible uncertainty is paved with education. Mark Twain inspirational quotes: "Whenever you find yourself on the side of the majority, it is time to reform," which means it's time to rebuild whenever you discover that you are siding with the majority. Always do what is right. It will gratify half of mankind and astound the other. It means keep acting morally. Half of humanity will be pleased, while the other half will be in awe. The most interesting information comes from children, for they tell all they know and then stop. Means children are the source of the most fascinating information because they share everything before stopping. Action speaks louder than words, but not nearly as often, which means, though not nearly as frequently, actions speak louder than words. The human race has only one really effective weapon, and that is laughter. Means the only truly effective weapon available to human is laughter. Eat a live frog first thing in the morning, and nothing worse will happen to you the rest of the day. Many a small thing has been made large by the right kind of advertising. Many little things have grown significantly, thanks to the effective advertisement. Worrying is like paying a debt you don't owe, which means unnecessary debt is paid when you worry. Bonus quotes by Mark Twain. Never argue with stupid people. They will drag you down to their level and then beat you with experience. It means never have bad words with ignorant people because they will bring you down to their level and then smash you with their expertise. I must have a prodigious amount of mind. It takes me as much as a week, sometimes, to make it up. That means when I make stuff up, it might sometimes take me a week. Therefore, I must have a phenomenal amount of thoughts. Part of the secret of success in life is to eat what you like and let the food fight it out inside. Means eating what you enjoy and letting the food battle it out within is a key component of the success formula in life. Everybody talks about the weather, but nobody does anything about it, which means no one takes action despite constant discussion of the weather. It's better to keep your mouth shut and appear stupid than open it and remove all doubt. It means keeping your lips shut will make you less foolish than opening it would make you appear smart.